Yo guys, so welcome back to another YouTube video. Now, today's video is going to be showing you exactly how the Vinted monitor works. Basically, in a couple of minutes or a couple of seconds, whatever, I'm going to go onto my computer and I'm going to show you the live version of the Vinted monitor. We're going to go through all the different stuff that's included in there. We'll do some live buying if the right thing comes up, and I'll show you like what I'm looking for and how it works and everything like that. Obviously, I'm not going to show you like too much detail because obviously you need to be in the server to get the benefits, otherwise it'd be pointless. And you guys would end up getting loads of like free information which isn't fair on people that are in the server. But obviously I'm going to show you it in detail, what happens when you join it, like what you do and blah 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 blah. So without further ado, let's hop onto the computer and I'll show you exactly how the Vinted monitor works. So here we go then guys, this is the official monitor. Obviously when you join the monitor it will ask you to log into your Discord. Once you log into your Discord, this is the first thing you're going to see. Obviously it's been a little while since I actually signed up to this. As you can see here, I started on 27th of September. What you do first of all is you verify yourself. You basically just click the tick pretty much to like verify that it's you. I mean, to be honest, it pretty much is because it's going to be your Discord, but anyway. And then you come across here and you set your country. And this is what the other thing as well that some people might not know is you can see how many countries here that we actually operate in, like Poland, Sweden, Italy, Belgium, Portugal, like so many different countries in Europe. So you don't actually have to just be in the UK. If your Vinted is in any of these countries you see below, you're going to be able to use this. Anyway, so without further ado, obviously there's like the welcome page, there's the rules, the FAQs, the reviews, server updates, and just loads of different sections to get. Obviously the server updates, it lets you like what we got in there. So at the minute, like the most recent one was we had a sole responsibility. It's like an eBay page that posts like shoes that can't sell in the shops because there's like slight bit of like damage, but not enough damage to worry about a resale. Do you know what I mean? It might be like the tiniest little spot of glue or something that you won't even notice if you're selling or whatever. We've got like a Foot Locker discounts. There was one that got added as well, like Smith's Toys in store. Yeah, like we have loads of different things. This is what I'm saying. Like you can come into this, like you don't even have to be a Vinted reseller to use this bot. If you want to do like whatnot streams or whatever, and you're looking for stock, Foot Locker discounts or the sole responsibilities would be the best place for that. And then there's like other things like important announcements, just like about like opening tickets. Like if you have an issue with the monitor or whatever, you can like open a ticket with the staff and they'll be able to help you. I've got to be careful what I post on it because I don't want to show too much. Obviously, the whole point of the monitor is like stuff that people in the monitor. And then each Sunday, I just joined that by accident, didn't mean to. If anyone's watching this video and you're from the server, I didn't mean to do that if you did see that pop up. So every Sunday we do like a group call. Now, I don't own this monitor. This isn't my monitor. A guy called Stim, who you can see on the screen right now, he is his monitor and he has a team of staff. I'm just one of the people that like basically helps scout for him, basically. Like an athlete is at Gymshark. They don't own Gymshark, but they work for them. That's kind of what I am to this monitor, basically. But anyway, yeah, he runs it. So every Sunday he does like this Resellers Masterclass where everyone joins and we have like games for Kahoot, and the winner will win like 25 quid, which is like a free month. Or sometimes we'll just do like, he'll help people, like you can go in and ask questions. Like at the very start, like on these calls, I used to ask a lot of questions, like, and he would also do like Vinted reviews because he's like the expert, he's the pro. Big up Stim if you're watching this. But yeah, he will look through your Vinted and let you know like, what's good, what's bad. Like he'll be honest, and that's a good thing. That's what you want. Like if your photos are terrible, then you want someone to tell you that you're terrible and you to change them, because if you keep them terrible, then realistically you're not going to sell anything ever, because you're just going to continuously put photos up of the terrible stuff and then never sell anything. So yeah, that group thing on a Sunday, it's not every single Sunday the whole entire year, but it's most Sundays. The last one we did was on 28th, which as you're watching this now, it's the 3rd, so yeah, it was last Sunday, and I'm assuming you'll probably do another one tomorrow. But yeah, anyway, and then like I said, we have like tickets here, so like issues with the server or whatever, rather than spam the staff because they're busy doing this server, you can open up a ticket and they'll reply when they can, if that makes sense. What happens when you first come into the server, which is probably what you guys were all wondering. So there's a lot of videos here. So Stim, the guy who owns the monitor, has a lot of like tutorials. Again, I'm not going to show you these are part of the monitor. Unless you're in the monitor, you're not going to see this stuff, but he has like an introduction teaching you all how the monitor works, what to do when you get in there. Like he'll teach you like what to buy, like what to look for. Like obviously it all depends on what you want to look for. Like I personally go for Nike trainers because that's what I started with, and I feel like that's the most common popular niche. And the easiest niche, because like everyone wants a pair of Nike trainers, everyone's going to buy a pair of Nike trainers and blah blah blah. But there's loads of things you can do. You can go down any route. You can go down clothing, shoes, electronics, anything you think of. It's all in this monitor. I'm going to show you later on, but and then he teaches you exactly like how to take photos, listings and getting sales, packaging and posting, scanning up your business. Like it will teach you everything. These videos are all 100% part of the server. They're the best things when you're first starting out on reselling. Like I said, when I first started out, I was selling a lot of shit around the house. Like an old camera I sold for like 170 quid. I sold an old laptop for like 100. So straight away I sold two things and had 270 quid. £270 in this server. Take away 25 for your up payment for like the first month. You got what, 245 quid left or whatever. £245 is going to buy you like a good 20 to 30 pairs of shoes. That if you can double or triple your money, that £250, £245, you're going to make 500. You might even make 750. Like, do you know what I mean? You could start with 200 and get yourself £1,000 within a month, or not even that, if you buy the right stuff. But that's again scaling up. You'll watch that in this video. And then we have like drop alerts here. So again, I've got to be careful what I show here. So I'm going to show you like an old drop because I don't want to show you like a newer one because again, like this is for people who are in the server. But like here, there was like a Pokemon drop the other day. So like Stim will put in their like in-store alerts, like HMV were like cooking in December, dropping off all these Pokemon. So it goes, go and check out your HMV. So then you'd be like, oh, I'll go and check out my HMV. Then you end up like picking like a load of these up, and these are all profitable. Like anything Pokemon is profitable. So again, like you got lots of things like that. Again, I'll show you another old example of a drop alert. So they're in-store alerts, HMV or Smiths or whatever. Drop alerts are ones that are online. So like the Stranger Things, I think this was like, yeah, the 3rd of December, they dropped this like new Stranger Things like shoes, like the Steve Harrington stuff. And I don't watch the program, so I don't necessarily know. But these stuff were all like profitable stuff. Got dropped at 8 a.m. so tomorrow. So like he let us know the day before. So everyone was like, oh, okay, I set an alarm for 8 and I'll get on the website. I personally didn't touch this stuff because I was trying to scale up and it was a lot of money to buy in these things. But like I said, like he lets you know about all of this stuff. There's also a page for like hottest niches. Like for instance here, talking about like center swoosh hoodies. Like I mentioned these in my YouTube video before, so I'll say them on here. This was dropped in like September as well, so it's like kind of old. I don't do center swoosh hoodies anymore, but he'll let you know like the hottest niches, stuff like that. Like center swoosh hoodies, there was a time where you were picking them up for like £8 all in, including delivery, and you sell them for like 20. Like you're making £12, like 10 to £12 profit on each hoodie. Like must have done 100 center swoosh hoodies when I first started, but yeah, I kind of drifted away from clothing a little bit. I'm really hot on Nike shoes in a minute, but to be honest, I kind of want to get not away from Nike shoes, but I kind of want to dabble into some other niches. That's the best thing about this business or whatever, is you can go into anything you want. You can literally resell anything from clothing to trainers. You could resell PlayStations. Like if you really wanted to, you could buy it. Like some people would probably list cheap PlayStations for a quick sale, and then you can list it for more, wait a little while and make like 50 quid. Like I haven't done one piece of electronics other than the stuff that I said about in the beginning when I sold it as personal stuff. But I can imagine there's people listing like gaming consoles and stuff all the time. And then we have here like a chat here for like this is one of the like, personal chats, like drops chats. Everyone talking about like their drops, like what they've bought, what they're reselling. Success as well is a really good one, like people showing about like all the stuff that they're buying, like how much they bought them for and how much they sold them for. Like it's really good. And then moving on to like Pokemon stuff, like we have this thing for like Pokemon Center, so every time there's a Pokemon Center queue, it'll ping through here like get in the queue now, and then like you hit this link and it will take you straight to the Pokemon Center. As you can see here, it took me straight to this 151 booster bundle. Obviously it's unavailable because they sold out instantly, but do you know what I mean? It took me straight there. That's all you have to do. And then again, Labubu, Supreme, Tops, Very. I haven't dabbled in any of this stuff, but again, Very, we also have a thing to drop like when it drops the Pokemon, things like this is something you're not going to get. Like I can happily show this because you ain't going to get this unless you're in a server, because nothing's going to ping through like this. But you can see so many things on Very, like all of these Pokemon things. I see if like the last thing that was posted on Very obviously was just after Christmas. Like you could just click on it, it comes straight to the website. Again, it's like out of stock, but you know you could come and buy this if you wanted to resell that or whatever. For instance, like this is a new one. We have like sole responsibility. So I'll show an example of what I mean by what they do. So like they have a pair here, Nike Air Max 95s, right, which are £175 retail. They dropped it to 70 quid, right? And the reason for that is because I mean it will show you the photo, but as you can see, there's like there's like no soles. I think does that mean eBay on the computer is so confusing because compared to the photo. Here you go. Look, it's missing insoles on both shoes. Right, but like they're £175 retail shoes, right? Size 9, very good size. They don't come with any soles, right? So you could buy them for 70 quid, and actually I could pay £59.50 of a coupon code. I have to have a look at that. That's quite a good deal. But anyway, like you could buy them for 70 quid. Buy some soles for like £3 on Amazon or whatever. You spend 73 quid all in, and you could probably get these sell these on eBay for like between 100 and 130, and make yourself a good £30 to £80 profit. Like that's actually crazy. That's what I'm saying about stuff like this. Like these shoes are brand new. Like they're brand new, genuine shoes. They just don't have a insole, which is absolutely ridiculous. I might have to look into that into the video. I might have to dabble in that unless that's been sold already. But anyway, yeah, like that comes through. We have a thing called an Argos stock checker. Again, I'm not going to show you this, but you put in like your postcode and check stock, and it will ping through like the most 10 local, something like 8 to 10 local Argoses to your postcode, if there's any in stock. And this actually worked with me once, right? So what you do is you obviously you've got the SKU code here, which is a little number here. If the shop says 1 or something on their stock checker, it means there is one in that Argos, but they might have either not processed it or someone behind Argos. Argos are a bit weird with things like this. Like sometimes they hide onto the things for themselves, which I don't know if is legal or not, but they do it anyway. So shout out to any of you that work at Argos. We know your secrets. But yeah, so you can go in there and say, hi, can you check a SKU code for me? And they'll say, yeah, sure. They'll check it and go, oh, yeah, we do have one in stock. And then it tells them where they are, but they won't necessarily have it if you went to like the Argos like stock checker on the iPads in the actual store. I picked up a ETB from there once, and I was like, oh, it actually works. Anyway, then we have another one for like HV and Smiths. Again, Pokemon for me wasn't really that great personally. Like I know with Pokemon you're better off buying it and holding on to it for a long time. I like to get things sold quickly. Like the second I get like a pair of shoes, for instance, I'm getting out for sale instantly, or cleaning them and getting them for sale instantly because I want the quick cash. Pokemon didn't sell that great for me, but I managed to ship it off to someone actually in the server. So shout out to you if you're watching this, mate. You know who you are. For a little bit of profit for me, but good for him because he was an actual collector. So again, like I say, in this game, no one's losing. And then we have like a general chat, which is where everyone chats. Like this chat is popping all day long. It's actually quite like. It's a nice community, and it's like everyone like chats to each other, and it's like actually having like a group chat with your mates. I love the general chat. I'm talking all the time, and then there's loads of different chats here. Again, a self promo channel here. So like if you did YouTube videos, for instance, like I posted my YouTube video here, wherever it is. Here's my one. As you can see on the screen, I posted it in there. People like reacted to it and said a great video. Like and like Stimpus, like his whatnot streams in other people. Anyone that does anything, whether it's for charity or a stream or a YouTube video, they'll put that on in here. And yeah, we all do that. And then again, questions. I don't know if pops off as much as the general, because I mean, to be honest, I usually go straight into the general. But yeah, any like main questions you can put in there. We also have a thing here for like want to sell. So like for instance, if you had like a bulk order and you had like a load of, like for instance, I've got like 80 shoes up for sale right now. If I wanted to get rid of them, I could post them in and say, guys, I'm gonna post a video of like all the pairs. If anyone wants to buy any of these, let me know and I'll set you a price. And I could be like, and then they could be like, yeah, sure, I'll buy them all off you for a certain price. And then if I might profit like an extra £2 per item and make 160 quid, but it gets rid of all my stock really quickly or whatever. I don't know. Yeah, and then anyway, so then we have like again pick up wins. People might be like, oh yeah, I cooked like this guy the other day. I don't know who this is. I didn't see, but someone like here looks Yeezy boosts, right? They're up for 200, 240, and this guy got them for 40 and 48, which is insane. That's like literally 80% off. This guy cooked. Again, like shows the cooks. Like some guy here went to the Nike outlet and got some shoes here. I can imagine they're probably all quite cheap. I get a lot of those LDs for like 20-ish quid. Yeah, and then we have like an Nike outlet reselling guide. Again, I'm not going to show you too much because this is stuff just for the server, but this tells you like the complete guide. Like it's like 10 pages long on exactly what to look for and how to do the Nike outlet reselling guide. Like I've dabbled in this before in like previous YouTube videos. It's as simple as going into the store, looking at a pair of shoes, working out what you pay with the 50% off of his back wall, as well as like a voucher code or whatever. And then you go on eBay, search the SKU code, look at sold listings, and it's as simple as that. But this dabbles a lot more in depth. And we have like a tax guide as well, because obviously you need to pay your taxes, guys. Like that's all legal stuff. Like I mean, I've had a business for a while now. And then we have the exciting stuff, which is the price guides. Now I'm gonna pop this up and blur it. I'll just show Nike Huaraches, for instance, right? So you can see here again, I could blur the rest out. Actually, I'll just make this little cropped picture, but it just tells you like what to buy them for in the smaller sizes, what to buy them for the bigger sizes, and how much to resell them for. Again, that's like Nike Huarache, that's one pair, but there's a price guide for so many different shoes, like all the Nikes, Adidas, New Balance, like you name it, it's on there. Again, some for clothing, electronics, and then we have a request one, like if you want, so say for instance you want to, I don't know, resell, can't think of an example, PlayStation controllers, there's one in front of me. You could say, oh, Stim, can you put in a price guide for PlayStation controllers? Now, the thing is with price guides, right, is they're really good at the beginning, but you will eventually learn yourself what sells, for what. Like, right now, I know, unless it's like a specific shoe, like a 95 Ultra OG or whatever, or P6000 or triple black colorway, like, if I'm selling like a downshift to 12 and whatever colorway and it's a size 9, I know to sell for a certain amount, and if it's like a size 5, I know to sell for a certain amount. So you will learn yourself. We also have a legit chat, which is so that if you get a pair of shoes and you think they're fake, you put them in here and like some of the experts will let you know. Like for instance here, like these ones look pretty real to me, but then these ones look a bit dodgy. It's not that labeled. Yeah, anyway, you can put it in there and someone will help you out. So if you have any of that, and then again here we have loads of other stuff like this. This is instructions like again Stim some videos on like how to link your Vinted. So I had some guy message me. So two things. One, you link your Vinted. Stim shows you in this video via just going on the internet, like how it is like on a computer, going to Vinted and getting like a code from the browser and pasting it, and then your Vinted's linked. And then someone asked me a question about bank, right? So you just connect your bank card to your Vinted profile. So whatever you do on Vinted, like if you're an Apple Pay user, you can't use Apple Pay. You just put in your bank details, so you obviously your 16-digit and your CVC or whatever into Vinted, and it automatically used that card for delivery as well. So obviously some people can ship to home. I personally don't do it because it's more expensive and I don't want the postman bringing me like 20 pairs of shoes every day. But you do a pickup point, right? And then how you set up the pickup point is pretty simple. There's the command bot. You go to that. You put in like your postcode, or I think you put in your local impost, and what it will do is it will automatically send it to that first. But if obviously, because you're buying off a Vinted monitor, I'm going to show you the buying in a minute. Because you're buying off a Vinted monitor, the person you're buying from might not have the option to send via impost. Let's say impost logger, that's my preferred location. It will automatically send to the next best place, so the next nearest location or mailing service. So let's say like impost is your local, you send it to your impost, pretty much everything will go there. But if for whatever reason it doesn't, it will automatically ping to like your nearest post office or Walmart, whatever. So it's all automated, but Vinted obviously tell you, because when it tells you it's ready to collect, it emails you. Obviously, like it's just like buying something on Vinted, but it's doing it automatically rather than you selecting. But obviously most people, I'm pretty sure every single one of you is selecting the cheapest delivery form, because why wouldn't you? There's also a setup called auto buy. Now, I personally don't do auto buy because I'm a bit scared to use it, but auto buy means basically if you went away for the week, you could set up your bot to like, oh, I want to buy P6000s for no more than 15 quid. So you then go to Vinted and search exactly what you're looking for. So I think the trick is to make sure you select very good as the condition, because if you click like satisfactory, this is why I don't like it, because I feel like a lot of people might list very good when they're not. So you might end up, your bot might automatically buy like a shit ton of, like, it might rinse your bank account because loads of people listed really crap P6000s and you all ended up with loads of like ripped, broken ones. I mean, I don't know. Personally, I don't want to use it. I have actually used like an auto buy once on like a FIFA bot, and I ended up losing all my coins because the prices changed. And yeah, anyway, I don't use it. But if you want to do it, you can, and it is there to use. And this is the instructions. And then we get to the fun part, guys. So this is the Vinted bot. So like I said previously, these are the ones that everyone can access right now. So you got Nike tracksuits, windbreakers, clothing, streetwear, Ralph Lauren, Patagonia Rab, Napajiri, Winter Coats, North Face, and then you got like Nike as a whole, and then the running shoes section. Because obviously when you post Nike, if you just post, you can see some things pinging through. You can actually, I'm going to leave, while I'm talking, I'll leave it running. You'll see how fast things ping through. So I'll leave it on the Nike. But you know how some people would list like Nike just men's trainers or just women's trainers? That'll ping through on here. But if someone specifies like Nike and puts a category as running shoes, it'll go into the running shoes section. Again, football boots, New Balance, Asics, Adidas. And then we've got like phones, tablets, games consoles, Jellycats, loads of different things ping through. Obviously, the main one you're going to use is this one. So I'm going to show you an example. But I have my own one set up, right? So you can see how fast these are pinging through. Like, it's a Saturday night right now, 9:30, and things are pinging through absolutely flying. Like, this is every single pair of Nike trays that are getting listed right now in the UK, obviously. So anyone, whether they're in Durham or Manchester or... Here you go. Here's a good example here, right? So pair of Air 70s. These are really... Air 270s. These are really good sellers. It's size 6 for £7 with £11.5. So what you do is you hit buy now, and then you wait a couple of seconds, and what it will do is it will ping through over here. You see this little tab on my top left? So that little 2 there is to show that I've previously bought 2. It will either ping through and say, sorry, unavailable, because someone else has already bought it, or it'll ping through. Here you go. So I'm going to show an example now. You'll know it's successful because you'll see here, purchase successful. You bought it. I bought it for £10.50, and my pickup point is the post office. So it hasn't gone to InPost, it's gone to the nearest post office. But as you can see, I paid £10.5p for a size 6 270s. And then what you can do after that is you can hit here, view item, and then it takes you to Vinted, and it will show you the full item. So if you need to cancel because it hasn't showed the pictures, you can go to Vinted first, but obviously by that point someone else might have bought them. But as you can see for these pictures, they look pretty good condition. Bubbles are intact, there's no rips. They look all good to me. They look pretty legit as well. Get those, size 10. As you can see, they put the description as bought new for 150. I don't think that's quite accurate. Anyway, back onto the server, so you can set your own private monitors, right? So I have one called Nike under £10. Now, what this pings through is all the Nikes that get listed, but only up to £10. So as you can see, the shoes that I've just bought were listed for £7. So up to £10 is the actual price, not including delivery. It tells you the delivery free next to it, as you can see, £11.5. I paid £10.5 because that means the reason that's changed is because obviously my delivery fee was obviously cheaper than the one that it was set for, hence why I went to the post office. But then most of the times in the day I just sort of sit here. So you can see here some good pair of trainers here for £10. Again, I haven't actually dabbled in them, so I'm not going to bother. But again, you're paying £14.20 if not cheaper for a size 10 and whatever the shoes are. It says Nike Golf. I don't actually Golf Air Pegasus. Again, I haven't dabbled in those, so I'm not going to purchase those. I'm trying to go down a new route of only buying shoes that I know sell well. So like Nike Air 270s are really good sellers. P6000s, obviously. Nike Air Max 95 TNs, if you get legit ones, they're really, really good. But yeah, the private monitor you can set up yourself. So you just go on command and set it in, and you go onto Vinted and you'll search whatever you want to search. Let's say you want to search Nike jumpers, size medium. Let's say you just want to buy medium jumpers. You just search that in Vinted, copy and paste the URL into it, and then it will just ping through all of that stuff. I had one here for Nike center switches. Like I said, I used to do Nike center switch for these. They're probably quite good now as it's deep winter and people are looking for like winter clothing, but what happened was like not many pinged through, and I obviously got bored of waiting. But yeah, so let's go back to like, for instance, like Patagonia and Rab. Anything Patagonia Rab that gets listed, these things don't ping through as fast. Especially, it's a bit of a bad time of night, to be fair, 9:30 on a Saturday night. But again, like Saturdays can be quite good in the evenings because a lot of people have had clear outs throughout the day. Like I'd imagine a lot of people today have had like Christmas and Boxing Day clear outs or whatever, and they're like, oh, let's sell some stuff, let's stick it on Vinted. And I can imagine there's probably quite a few bits. We have like a North Face one. Like I've dabbled in North Face quite a lot. North Face, you can pick up some stuff here. So like there's a women's fleece here, but again, there's no specific saying it's women's. It just says medium. I mean, that for £10, you could probably get away with buying that and listing it as a men's. I'm gonna tell you what, I'm gonna buy it, and then in my next video, I'm gonna let you know if I sold it. I'm gonna see if I get it. I might not get it, but £10 seems quite good for that, for a North Face fleece. I reckon you could easily get. I've sold like body warmers for like 30 quid, but again, you could list that because it says North Face, again, a bit like Nike's unisex. It just says medium, as you can see in that label, medium. There's no, you could sell that as a medium men's. From the description, the pictures, it looks really good. Everything's intact. Like the tags are all there. And look, in the thing, look, it's from a smoke-free environment. Like imperfections, damage none. I wasn't expecting to buy anything North Face, but I'm gonna let you know if I sell that and what for in the next video. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, like anything North Face, like so many things. Look how many things have pinged through since I bought that. Look, since just showing you that, 6 or 7 or 8 things have been posted on Saturday night as well. Like it's constantly pinging stuff. It's literally insane. Like running shoes as well. Running shoes are really good. Like if you can get like, a lot of people post like Alpha Flies for like 20 quid. Mate, Alpha Flies sell for like 80, pre-loved as well. Yeah, so like you could probably come in here and look at some Nike running shoes. So you got some Air Zoom Pegasus 21. It's quite dear for them. But every now and then you do get some mad running shoes pop up. But yeah, guys, that is the monitor. It's crazy. Like I said, there's like games consoles here. Like like I said, in the new year, obviously it's the new year now, but I do want to get into a lot more reselling like some cooler stuff. So like, I mean, none of this stuff's probably profitable like games, but every now and then I can imagine like a games console will pop up. Someone might chuck up an Xbox for like 50 quid. You might as well sell it for like 150. Again, there'll be a price guide on it. Same with phones and tablets. Let's have a little look there. Again, I don't know anything about pricing of phones, but someone's listed here. Bought like a black iPhone 12 for 80 quid. I mean, I don't know if that's good. Bought as a Christmas present, set a password. It was meant to be a gift, but I forgot the password for my nephew. Worked perfectly. So again, that's probably, like, I ain't going to buy that because I don't know how to hack into an iPhone, but it looks pretty good, decent condition. Like, if that was a good condition, you could probably flip it for like one. Like, here you go, look. An iPhone 8 Plus. Now, I don't know if iPhone 8s are still that great. But that's for £55. You might have to sell that for a little bit of profit. I don't know. But again, iPhone 16 Plus here, that does not work. Another iPhone 12 here for £100. Like, I don't know if an iPhone 12 is that great. I'm pretty sure some people still use iPhone 12s now, so you might have to make money on that. But again, like, I don't know. But like I said, this monitor is so cool. It has everything you need to it. Obviously, over here is all the people that are online. And then on the left here is all the cool stuff. But yeah, that is the monitor, guys. I'll flick over to the camera now to finish the video. So yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. Like I said, that is the monitor. Like, obviously, I'm not going to show you every single detail because it is for people that are in the monitor. And obviously, we pay £25 a month. I believe if you use the word locker, you get it half price or for like £10 off for your first month, by the way. So if you are looking to do it, make sure you hit that code in to see if it works. If it doesn't, I'll ask Stim, but I know there's definitely a discount code for new people. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed the monitor. Any questions, like, please let me know. I'm happy to answer them all. DM me on Instagram, comment resell, and send me a DM on Instagram so I know to look for you. Yeah, if you feel like it's something you really want to join, you really want to get into, then, I mean, the link will be in the description and it's in my bio. Join now. Get involved. So you will make some serious money here. Trust me. I have tried everything possible when it comes to making money as like a side hustle. Like, in terms of social media or like online stuff, I've tried literally everything you can think of. TikTok videos, Instagram videos, try and do things for like brand deals, try and do Snapchat, try and do TikTok lives, try and stream that on Twitch. Like, just nothing was working. Nothing was like, TikTok live I did all right, but the thing with TikTok live is you just, honestly, I used to sit there for like hours on end sometimes with like 3 viewers, and it's just so draining. Like, I don't want to sit there pretty much bored out of my brains with no entertainment whatsoever. This genuinely works, guys, and honestly, I mean this. If any of you are stuck and you really don't want what you're doing, this is so easy to do. It's so easy to learn. I'm here to teach you. Stim's here with the Discord to help you do it all. Like, there's a couple of people that also do YouTube videos, so make sure you check them out. But yeah, have fun with it, guys. Let me know if you join or you want to join or whatever, and comment. And please, also, if you do join the server and you're watching this right now, in the general chat, please at me and say, yo, bro, came from your video or whatever, rate it, because I want to know, like, how many people you come through. I've just seen, by the way, an iPhone SE, the 2020 model that come out in lockdown. Someone's posted one for like 30 quid. I'm pretty sure my sister still uses that phone. Like, I think that's pretty much guaranteed profit. But anyway, yeah, please let me know if you have come from my video, because great to see it, and I want to know that, because no one in there's actually at me to say came from you, bro. But yeah, let me know, because I want to know. I'd like to know there's some team under me, you know. But anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.